he has a fake university insignia on his wall for a program that he created. So I think that that's interesting. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nicole Reacts, where I, Nicole, react to online marketing guru trainings that I find on the internet. My qualifications for Snark are that I've owned a marketing company for the last 14 years. And in addition to that, I've started a couple of businesses that are not marketing companies. So I've seen marketing both on the business owner needing services side of things and the agency owner providing services side of things. So today's subject is Ray Higdon. This is a Jessica suggestion. Jessica, chef's kiss, you have the best suggestions. So Ray Higdon, it looks like he mostly specializes in MLM training. So these guys are always good. I wanted to show you what happened when I tried to go to what looks like his website, which right off the bat made me a little, Okay, so here's like a Ray Higdon search. By the way, I have keywords everywhere installed in my browser. So every time I do a search, it pulls up like the trend. So if you look to the right side of the screen there, you see that Ray Higdon looks like he had peak popularity in 2013. It's been going down ever since. But it says on here that he's an author and a speaker. And listen, just because I've never heard of him doesn't mean it's not a thing. So what I normally do is just scroll to the first result before or after the ad, right? So let's go look at his website and see what happens when I try to go here. Ray buddy, you been hacked. By the way, PSA, this is why. So PSA, I charge 25 bucks a month to keep a WordPress website up to date. We do a weekly update and we back it up. If you don't want to keep up a website yourself, please pay someone to do it, or else you could be a Ray Higdon situation where it looks like the main website is hacked. Now, I'm recording this. What day is it? So I'm actually recording this March 14th, so maybe it's unhacked by now. So it looks like he's an MLM trainer. He mentions things like ranks and that he has specific products geared at people who are in MLM companies trying to grow their businesses there. I wanted to find a social media training that we could sink our teeth into. The last couple have been very general trainings, and I just wanted to find if these people could talk about something specific. So with Ray Higdon, I found this video about how to create short videos even if you're brand new. Okay, so we know that with TikTok and Instagram Reels and other platforms, but those two in particular, that short form videos are really popular right now. And a lot of these gurus will say, record a long piece of content and cut it into short videos without really telling you how to do that. Or maybe they say that you should do short videos, but don't give you ideas with how to conceptualize it. So what I'm hoping is that Ray Higdon has something helpful to say about how to actually do that in a real way. Even if it is, this is the approach and here's some additional resources because I don't have time to get into it. But this video is about 30 minutes long. So I think that this video, maybe with Snark, will be about an hour, maybe a little less. So I normally react to YouTube videos, but this is a Facebook Live video. I'm wondering if it only streamed to Facebook. I honestly did not go to his channel and try to match this exact video with what is on his YouTube channel. But this seems to be indexed by Google because when I did Google Ray Higdon social media training, this is one of the ones that came up. So it should be pretty publicly viewable. I will link to the original video, obviously, in the show notes like I normally do. But wow, look at that commitment to a background. And the poster is interesting. I'm wondering, he wrote a book maybe called Time, Money, Freedom. I don't get why there's a poster of the book Time, Money, Freedom when we're talking about short form video, but I guess shillers always be shilling. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Hey, what is up? What's happening? Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually I'm going to do something a little different. I just kind of had this thought. Bear with me here. Bear with me. What's going on? I'm just grabbing a...
I always start my live streams a little bit early. Like I get in, I don't like start them broadcasting them, but I get in and make sure the setup is right. So him starting by immediately leaving the frame is weird, but let's see if this will be an improvement.
I'm grabbing something for you because I think this will be cool for you to see. so let's see if we can do this. Okay, so if I do that. All right.
Okay, also tell me this. The background looks like it's a brick thing and a floor. So it looks almost, I know that it's a fake background. Obviously, he just showed us it was fake, but it's almost like he's sitting on the floor. I'm not sure why he didn't just I don't know, or whoever set this up didn't just take the wall and just bring it down a little bit, because it feels like he's like sitting on the floor with the wall behind him. I don't know. It's just a little weird.
You should be able to see that. I'll just try to write big. I'll try to write bigly. So drop a like. You know, in my new house we're building, we should be in by the end of probably July. I'll have some better backgrounds and stuff. We're still in a rental right now, and I'm pretty limited to what I can do in the office here. So I want to draw out, and drop a like if you like my fancy whiteboard here. Well, thank you, Alicia. Liking my shirt, very nice. So we'll call this. Let me see what you guys can see.
This could all have been done ahead of time. I don't know if this is like fake relatability or just a lack of planning, but this could have been checked ahead of time.
Just the. Can you read that? You can read that, right? Can't you? Okay. Can you read it says marketing hierarchy. Can you read it? Fancy. Yeah, it's super fancy. This is a little wobbly, by the way. Seems a little crooked.
He moved it and then realized the green screen didn't go that far. He's gonna move it back, I think.
All right, clear as day. Okay, great. So marketing hierarchy. And I just want to explain what I see as the marketing hierarchy. All right. So, and I see it, you know, like a funnel. Okay. It's certainly not perfect. And those aren't, that's not a thong. But at the top of the marketing hierarchy, I see our short videos. For really two main reasons. There's actually three. You probably can't read that. That to me seems too small. Let me see if I can bring this camera up a little bit. Look at that, we're mobile. Look at that. Okay, so if I do this and then squirt it up, that better? That's got to be better. Of course, now I have no room at all, but you should be able to see it. Can you see it better? Okay. All right. Drop some likes and loves if you're digging where I'm going here. So at the top of the marketing hierarchy now.
Drop some likes and hearts if you like where I'm going. We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and all you've written is the word marketing hierarchy, and the short videos are on top, and then just spent a ton of time adjusting the camera. So I don't know where you're going with this, honestly. So I can't like it.
As of, I would say, the last year and a half, maybe. At the very top of the marketing hierarchy is short videos for two main reasons. One, it's the lowest ask to get a stranger to watch your stuff, to connect with your content. Okay. So in the past, you know, you would hope that maybe they would catch you on Facebook Live. But nowadays, there's still a place for Facebook Live, and I'll show you. But nowadays, it's people are so used to Instagram Reels and TikToks and 15, 20-second videos that you know, they're spending more time consuming those. And you'll know, at least that what I've seen, our views have stayed pretty consistent, but we also consistently advertise on, like Facebook Lives. But I've seen a lot of people that do Facebook Lives, their views have gone down. And I really think it's because the audience is diverted, and they've diverted to these short videos. They're on TikTok all day long, or the current craze is, I don't know if it's still current, but people definitely still jump on there as Clubhouse. And so, short.
Clubhouse is a long form audio program. I feel like a short video is the opposite of a long audio, but yeah.
Videos for two reasons. One, it's the lowest ask, someone isn't like, hey, who is this person before I watch their 30-second video? No one says that. They're just like, oh, okay. If you put a cover photo on it, if they're aware roughly of what it's about, or if it even looks funny, or if you're like a supermodel or something, then you just kind of tune in. Not a big deal. They're not looking at your bio first. They're not saying, who is this person? They're just kind of watching it. That's the realm of short videos. Now, the second thing that makes them the top of the marketing hierarchy is, and it started with TikTok. You got to give them some love. TikTok rolled out the first very different algorithm. So Facebook basically takes your content, shows it to a spackling of your people that already know you, and see if they like it. If they do, they'll show it to some more, but they'll never show it to all of your friends, right? They'll never show it to all the people you're connected with. The TikTok algorithm is very different. It takes your content and says, who do I think will like this, whether they know this person or not, because it doesn't matter in short video land, and they'll throw it out there. So all of a sudden you have strangers watching your stuff. Now, fortunately for us marketers, Instagram Reels adopted a very similar algorithm. It's very similar. And so,
yeah, Instagram is scrambling to try to beat TikTok, and they're not going to be. I have reasons for that if you ever want me to do a video on it, but yeah, the reason I like TikTok is because I see content that I want to see. I mean, I could be friends with someone from high school, or friends with my old boss or something, and it doesn't mean I want to see what content they're sharing, because we might be interested in different things. I'm interested in the relationship I have with those people, not in what they have to share necessarily. So yeah, I'm glad that I don't know, with TikTok, I can run into people who are like-minded, even if I don't know who they are.
now have, with short videos, the greatest chance without ads, for your videos to be seen by strangers. That's pretty cool. But if this is the top of the marketing hierarchy, well, what else is there, right? And I just want to help you with that. Now, if you need help with this, because keep in mind, notice how I drew this. Not very well, I know, but notice how I drew this. This is, you can think of it like a funnel, although I hesitate to use that because most people don't know what that really means. But these are, what is this funneling? Leads, prospects, okay, interested parties, etc. So yeah, you definitely can't read that, I don't think. But so, like, the better you are up here, the less precise you have to be down here, right? So if you're not getting many leads, if you're not getting many views on your stuff, then you have to be really good at conversion. And I'm not suggesting not to be, but if you just get good at this, you'll have so many leads coming down your pipeline, and so many views coming down, that you don't have to be so good to generate some pretty serious money.
I feel like a marketing funnel is a pretty basic thing that most people have been exposed to if you're in sales or in business at all. And it's this idea that there's a certain amount of people that know you, and then they're going to, and then there's a certain amount of people who are going to want to stay in touch. And then there's a certain amount of people who are going to maybe buy something that costs a relatively small amount of money. And then there's going to be like your sort of continuously returning customers, or people who will, I don't know, invest in higher value products or whatever. So I think we all get that not everybody is our customer. I don't know if I agree with the fact that if you do a good job with short videos, that you can kind of be lazy in your longer form content. I guess if you have 10,000 prospective leads coming through versus 1,000, if you lose some of them, it's less of a big deal. And maybe that's what he's trying to say, is that you'll have more potential leads. But I'd rather have better quality leads personally. So less leads is okay for me if they're the right people, especially if you're a small company. Like if 10,000 people suddenly were very interested in working with my company, I would have a very hard time following up with them. So I would much rather a smaller, more interested group of people were in my life generally. So I don't know why these people will introduce an idea and then say, well, this is kind of hard. Well, then why did you introduce it then? Clearly, like a sales funnel is obviously you spend time thinking about how to get more people in the top. You spend time thinking about the products you're going to give to people like throughout it. So, oh, what's something someone would buy if they were kind of interested to maybe test us out? Obviously you're thinking about different parts of the funnel if you run a business, but understanding that a funnel exists, I don't think is hard. So yeah, these people, it's like they try to make it approachable, but then they're like, well, this is kind of a hard concept. I don't know. Don't bring it up then, or it's your job to make it easy. And if you can't make it easy, don't bring it up.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of like, think about the store, one store in the middle of nowhere and the other store in a downtown. Well, if the downtown has all kinds of people come into the store, then, you may not need to have an amazing salesperson. But if someone's in the middle of nowhere and they get two people walk in the door a week, you better have a whiz bang salesperson. You better have someone that can perform magic.
Or you have done your homework and the two people who walked in your door are people that you wanted to walk in your door because you cultivated the relationships ahead of time. Just saying. You
might hire a hypnotist or something, right? Because you got to wring some money out of those two people for you to afford rent. See what I mean? But if you have a store where people are just flocking in all the time, they're just...
Yeah, and if you're downtown, your rent is probably significantly higher than if you're out of town. I understand that he's overly simplifying this. I'm just pointing out some things that I feel like he's glossing over.
Wandering in and say, what is this store? Right? Well, what that means is if you get good up here, even if you're not that figured out down here, you will do better. Now, and so what's down here? All right. So I see this as layer number one. So important. I now see the...
We're almost 10 minutes in. I thought we were going to get good at short videos. I thought this was going to be a targeted training, how to create short videos even if you're brand new. Maybe he'll gloss over this next part in like 5 minutes and then get right into it, but I somehow doubt it.
I'm not saying it's the only thing. It's not the only thing, but it's just so important. From here, you have really two main pillars, okay? So two main pillars. One goes to longer video, okay? So how does that work? What do I mean by that? So that means that someone comes in, watches your TikTok or Instagram reels, and maybe they like you, maybe they resonate with your humor, or they resonate with your message or your education or whatever it is that you're doing, and they think, I really like this person. I wonder if they got anything else to offer. So what could longer video be? Could be YouTube, could be Facebook Live, could be podcast, could be blog, could be maybe.
Why not just call it longer form content then instead of longer form video? Because podcasting and blogs are not videos.
Clubhouse, maybe they start following you on Clubhouse.
Clubhouse also, that's audio. These are not longer videos. They're just longer form content. So if they like your short form content, a select group of people might say, oh, I want to see more, and go with your longer form content.
Or something. So that'd be audio, right? But, I should really say, technically, I should say longer content, because podcasts could be audio, et cetera. So let's just say, well, you get it. Instead of longer video, think longer content. The second pillar here is convos. Might you, if you get good at short videos, just create more conversations where people are asking you questions. Hey, what's that thing you're shaking in your video? Hey, I saw you, drinking something purple. What was that? Hey, I saw your skin looks amazing. What is it? What is your routine? What is it that you do? You mentioned making money on social media. Like, what are you doing to make money, right? And so these are the next kind of logical layers here of longer video conversations. Now under here, I see stories. Now this is where a lot of people make mistake. A lot of people, they think that them pumping stories. And if this is valuable so far, drop me some.
I understand the two pillars of like, okay, if they're interested in your short videos, they're either going to start a conversation with you or consume some of your longer form content. But I don't know where this stories thing is going. It seems like he's talking about the stories format on Instagram, or I don't know if he's talking about telling stories like with your marketing in a more general way.
Love, some likes, some thumbs, some smileys, some something. So a lot of people make mistake in how they think about stories, okay? They think that stories are being seen by strangers, and that's rarely the case. Think of stories like your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories. Twitter has Fleet. There's now lots of places with stories, and think of stories as more what you post on your refrigerator at home. Do strangers around town see what's on your refrigerator at home, or is that only close people that already like you and actually visit you? See what I mean? That's a good analogy, because I'm not saying not to post stuff on your refrigerator because someone may see it, but just don't rely on these going viral, because that's not possible. It just doesn't happen. Now, a while ago, maybe, I don't know exactly how long ago, but at one point in time, Instagram would actually show strangers your stories. They don't do that anymore. That just doesn't happen. Okay. And so the only people seeing your stories are people that already follow you, like you, and eat and want to see what's on your refrigerator. They want to see your, the things that you're posting in stories. Don't think you can't, without a good following, you can't blow it up with stories. Okay.
It would almost be helpful if he has leads and prospects at the top. It would almost be helpful if at this point he's like, okay, at this point they become your followers. The relationship has sort of changed. Also, my lighting situation today is really weird. I worked for half an hour to get this working, and then the sun came out and is I'm going to be shadowy for a second. So let's keep going.
So, and these don't have to be exact, but I'm saying percentage wise, this is the hierarchy. And then from here, you always have, either Convo or, webinar, Zoom, opportunity, right? Whatever. Right?
A webinar and a Zoom is a longer form content. I think what he's trying to say here is that people would sign up to access a Zoom call, a webinar, or an opportunity. So they're giving you their contact information. I don't know if he's going to say this, but I think that's what he means here.
Right? Your conversion mechanism. And, that could be a conversation where it's a more, hey, would you like to buy my product or service or whatever? And so if you take this out, if you're not doing short videos right now, you're really missing the boat, man. I mean, you're missing the boat big time, because short videos are the easiest, the fastest, and the least expensive way for you to get strangers seeing your content and for you to grow your following. That's not a question. That is pure fact. Now, we have a course that teaches you all of this up here.
Oh my God, he's already trying to sell us a course 13 minutes and 42 seconds in. You can also just learn about this without buying his course, honestly.
And how to crush it on there, how to generate leads, how to convert them, what's the blueprint, how do you even make them, what apps do you use? We have a course that covers this, but you can, try to figure it out on your own. But if you're not doing this, you're going to limit who sees this. You're going to limit conversations. You're going to limit who sees your stories, and you're going to limit your sales. Okay. Boost this up, everything increases. So we know, we have different courses. We have inner circle coach.
I don't disagree with him here. It's the more people you reach, the more potential customers you have, period. That's why people hire marketing people or do marketing themselves. Like they want to get in front of new people. Yeah, I'm not going to I don't disagree with the fundamentals here. I just think that this funnel could have been a little bit more clear.
We have, different things that we do for the network marketing industry. We know that if we just increase our leads, and the best way to do that right now for free, especially short videos. Now, what we noticed was that I remember when I was first playing around with short videos and I hopped on TikTok and I had maybe 300 followers at the time, and my video got 20,000 views, then 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, kept climbing. And I'm like, this is really weird, because you cannot get 50,000 views on a video on Facebook unless you have a lot of followers and you're paying for ads.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get all my clients to use TikTok and have been for the last year. Most of them think it's just a kid's app or something, but you can get real views. I'm going to go see if I can find, I got to find, while I'm thinking about it, Ray Higdon's TikTok. Okay, so while I'm remembering this, I decided to actually look up Ray Higdon's TikTok. So I'm just going to play 3 for you, just to give you the vibe of the short videos this guy is posting on his own account.
Here's an exercise for you. I want you to see yourself having all that you want in your life and being the person you actually want to be. Got it? Now, can you see yourself in that place at ease and in comfort? Or does it feel awkward or maybe unlikely? Would having more money make you feel stressed out because you know family members would come and ask you for some of it? The key for you to understand is that the more at ease you are, seeing yourself having all that you want, the faster it's actually going to come to you, and also vice versa. The less ease and comfort you see having all that you want, the further away it will remain.
Check me out. Boom, bam, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Oh!
It's so interesting how people who didn't go to college have this huge flex. Like, I didn't go to college and look at me. I don't know. It's not like I'm saying, look, I got 3 college degrees and look at me. At least I don't think I am anyway. I'm trying to find out, in the background of one of those videos, I don't know if you noticed, there was a Cigna that says RM University. I looked it up. Do you want to know what it stands for? Rank Makers University. So he has a fake university insignia on his wall for a program that he created. So I think that that's interesting. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. We can call that our commercial break. Let's keep going.
If you don't have both of those, you're probably not getting that. Does that make sense? So again, going back to the 2 reasons that short videos are so powerful, it's the lowest ask, right? It's the, hey, you want to watch my very, very short video here. You might like it, you might not, no big deal. And number 2, and by the way, when I say ask, I don't mean you're asking people. I mean, you could, but that's not what I mean. What I mean by ask in this context is that someone's scrolling, right? Each of these videos is silently asking them to consume them, okay? And so that's what I mean by ask. The platform is asking strangers to watch your stuff. And it's just a very simple ask. It's not a, hey, let's get married. It's a, hey, you want an appetizer?
Is it just me, or in all of these trainings, do the trainers repeat themselves? I get that there are 2 reasons why short form videos are important. He said them 3 different times. Now, granted, I've gotten in trouble, I say that in relationships and things. When someone tells me something, I understand it usually pretty much right away. And when they repeat it over and over, it makes me feel like they're not listening to me when I say that I understand. And I often pause and say, well, let me explain this back to you in a different way to show you that I understand. We don't need to keep talking about it. And I don't know, maybe people need more reinforcement of information than I do, but I just find these trainings so repetitive. I'm just curious if other people who've watched these videos with me also find that these trainers are super repetitive and they don't have to be. All right, and now I'm being super repetitive and I'll shut up.
Right? My friend Diane Hockman said that. I like that analogy too. And number 2, that the algorithms are now showing this to strangers. That's so powerful for you to understand. So if you want to increase this, which will increase this, increase this, increase this, increase this, increase this, then I highly suggest you check out our course. Today is the very last day to get the discount on it at 1minuteinfluencer.com. 1minuteinfluencer.com. Now, I'm going to, because this, if you don't study marketing very consistently, this may be a little much. This may be like a little like, whoa, man. And so I want to take some questions. So if you have some questions, let me.
He said this video was going to be about how to create short videos. We're 16 minutes in, and we have not even talked about how to create short videos. We've just talked about how they're important. And now he's going to answer questions. And he has a program to sell you.
I'm probably going to move this camera again. And now it's way up there. Whoa, wait a minute. All right. All right. And so step, number 1, is this helpful? Is this helpful? Kind of put you in, kind of like understand the hierarchy of today.
Honestly, like it is helpful to think about short videos as like the widest part of a sales funnel. That makes sense to me. I would say that this diagram is better than pretty much any diagram I've seen on Nicole Reacts. But that's really not saying much if you've seen the past videos.
Today's marketer. And number 2, do you have any questions? And again, in case you didn't see it, today is the last day to get the discount. This is at launch price. Tomorrow, the price increases substantially. So you can still get it today, but today is the very last day. I just want to give you that heads up. All right. All right, I'm seeing some questions. Good questions. All right. How many reels of videos a day do you recommend posting? So it kind of depends what you're, anytime someone asks me how many of something, part of that depends on your goals. Like, are you...
So fun fact, I just went to the URL on the screen, the 1minuteinfluencer.com. It's free. I wonder if he tried to sell it, nobody bought it, and then he just made it sort of a lead generation thing where I did not give my name and email to see the first video, but yeah, it looks like it's free now. It looks like it doesn't cost anything. So just for what that's worth.
Really wanting to crush it. Like, are you really wanting to make it happen? For me, I'm usually uploading at least one, TikTok or which I also take the same, video and upload it to Instagram. I don't take the TikTok branded one. I take one that I create that does not have a TikTok logo on it, and I upload that to Instagram Reels. I typically do at least one of these a day, and a lot of times I'm doing at least one of these a day too.
It's like God is shining down on me saying, yes, yes, speak. Okay, now it's going away. Just kidding. Do you know how long it would take to make, okay, a short format video, fine, but one long format video per day? So I do 2 a week, and I would say between the live stream and then this pre-recorded Nicole Reacts video, probably takes me 8-ish hours a week to do between the filming and the editing and the uploading and the scheduling. And the pre-research and all that. So unless your full-time job is to make long-form video content, it would be really hard to do one of these a day. Now, what I want him to talk about, but he probably won't, is when you make a video on TikTok, you have access to basically the entire music library. Whereas with Instagram Reels, if you have a business account, you do not have access to the same audio formats that you do as just a normal person using Instagram Reels. So I'm wondering how he addresses the sound or the audio issue of having permission to use a sound on TikTok and cross-posting it on Instagram where that permission has not been given. I would love for him to address that. I bet you a 6-pack of your favorite beverage. He does not. But that is like an actual question that I have of reusing stuff. Now, I reuse some of my content on Instagram from TikTok, but it's not anything that has any sound with it because I don't want to get in trouble with copyright issues. I wonder if Ray addresses this here.
Because I know, you know, think about YouTube, and I did a great training with my good friend Evan Carmichael. Evan has 3 million subscribers on YouTube. His videos have been viewed over 450 million times. He's a beast. And one thing that he pointed out to me was, hey, millennial, not millennial, whatever, they all still use YouTube. They all go to YouTube, and YouTube is a search engine. Okay. People actually searching to be educated. Now, most people scrolling on TikTok, you know, you may get their attention, but are they searching for deep education? Probably not. But they might see your short video on Instagram Reels or, you know, wherever else you post them and say, you know what, I'd like to learn more about this person. Let me go see if they have any longer videos. And if you don't, you know, you may lose them. So there is still massive value in long videos. That's why we still do them. I'm uploading one as we speak. In fact, it is uploaded now. So if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, then you should see a brand new video, and it's how to manifest money quickly. How to manifest money quickly. I think it's a pretty good one.
Ew.
And oh my goodness, Lori. So Lori says, is there content ideas in the course? Oh my God.
Yeah, Lori's probably asking because this broadcast is titled How to Create Short Videos. And she probably thought she was going to learn how to do that here.
There are so many different ways we teach you that. For example, I have one of the bonuses for getting the course is the 7-week power content blueprint, where I teach you how to do short videos in an emotional way. And so I give you some concepts, right? Use this for week 1, week 2, week 3, you know, et cetera, and so forth. And
why not give away week 1's content for free to just give people an idea of what's in the course? It wouldn't be a big deal for you to show a little bit. I have tons of I have a 2-hour free Google Analytics course on my channel. I don't mind giving away and showing people what kind of content I talk about before I ask them for money. I don't get why these gurus can't give a little bit more away. Like, here's one of the tactical things you will receive. It doesn't take away from any of the other tactical things, or is it that they really don't have that much to offer?
And so there's that. There's the 20 content ideas that work for any niche. That's also one of your bonuses. And so you'll find those in section 1, which is the blueprint section. Section 1 is the blueprint section. Section 2 is conversation and conversion. What to do once you start having more people follow you. How do you convert them? How do you talk to them? What do you say to them, et cetera? Section 3 is lead generation. Right? How do you get more people reaching out to you? But I want you to learn conversion first before you do that. And then section 4 is mindset, what no one asked for that everyone needs. And so I share with you how to be more emotional on video. I share.
Does it sound manipulative to you? I'm going to show you how to be more emotional on video. That sounds like I'm going to help you project emotions you don't have more publicly. I don't know. It feels really manipulative to me.
Why you won't do videos. So if you're someone that, you know what you need to do, but you're just not doing it, I have a video in there that's very, very powerful in section 4 that will help you overcome that. That's somewhat of a knack of ours, is we locate where people are sabotaging themselves and how to get out of it. That's something we teach, literally every day. And so there you go. Elisa, I believe your name is, how many minutes of video would be the best for us to do? So when I say short video, that means less than a minute. My preference is less than 30 seconds. So these are quick. These are quick. And, I did one, I just uploaded one to Instagram, and it's just me talking about haters. And I said,
to me, you know who talks about haters? People who want to be more popular. It's almost like a flex to say like, oh, I have all these people who hate me because I'm such a big deal on the internet. Why spend any time talking about your haters? I genuinely don't understand how that's interesting content for anybody.
The only people that troll on you are people of lower status. You're not being trolled by millionaires because they don't have that kind of time. They got other things to do. And the only exception to that, and notice I said only people in lower status. Well, guess who millionaires do troll? Billionaires, right? So that's why you see millionaire, Bernie Sanders, right? Millionaire. He'll troll Elon, billionaire, still of a lower status, right? And regardless of your political, situation.
Oh, no. Regardless of your political situation, you just showed your cards there and are backing up.
He is a millionaire. He is a billionaire, right? So you only get trolled by lower status. And that was a 23-second video.
All right. So I want to talk briefly about this whole like haters and talking about haters for content thing. First of all, I think it's pretty boring. It's kind of like that girl in high school that was like, oh my God, the other girls don't like me because I'm just so pretty. Like, that's not it. Okay. So first of all, talking about your haters for content is boring. Like nobody really wants to watch that. And the second thing that you need to understand is that when you get critical comments, some of them are trolls and some of them might have a legitimate concern. And I will give you an example. So I did a video on TikTok about a year ago that went accidentally viral. Like we're talking over 250,000 views. Okay. I'm not the kind of creator that usually gets that kind of attention on anything. And so there was one group of comments who I'll call trolls who were just like, you're fat. Now I was talking about government provided health insurance. So like me and my body like didn't really fit into that conversation. So I just dismissed those outright. There was a second group of people who brought up like, well, in the military, blah, blah, blah. And to me, the criticism that came from those people was pointing out a view that I wasn't considering and something I was not knowledgeable about. So me making a supplemental video to say, hey, listen, people pointed this out to me and I thought it was really interesting because X, thanks for saying something. That is how you use your haters, right? You either address their concerns if they're valid or you ignore them if they're not. Just generally saying I have haters and here's me ignoring my haters or whatever. It shows me that you're not willing to look at somebody who is criticizing you for maybe a valid reason. I am legitimately criticizing someone who has titled a video, how to create short videos, by spending about 10 minutes talking about a sales funnel and how short videos are at the top of it, and the rest of the time trying to sell his course. Okay? Like, I feel like that is a legitimate concern. So I would not call myself a troll. I would call myself someone with valid critiques. And these kind of people are never going to consider that, even if people like me are valid.
Me sharing that, and anyway, I know I already got a bunch of comments on it because it's resonating with people, and so we teach you that.
Why does being hated resonate with people? I don't resonate with having haters. I don't think most people think about me very much, honestly. And maybe if I get to higher status, maybe I will have them, but I don't think I'll have a need to talk about them. I don't understand how this is interesting.
In the course, in the 1 minute influencer. So I hope that helps. And then as far as longer video, my suggestion for longer video is over 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes. Evan clued me in that is a metric that YouTube looks at. they like videos that are over 10 minutes more than.
I don't know if they like them more or not, but in the search criteria, you can search for videos under 4 minutes, videos 4 to 10 minutes, or videos above. I think it's just like the search criteria that you can narrow videos by. I don't think YouTube prefers them or doesn't prefer them.
Those that aren't. And so hopefully that answers your question. If it doesn't, ask another. Charisse, I sell travel, but I also sell travel agencies. If I've never posted on TikTok, never posted on Instagram, will this help my niche? Yeah, because remember again, the 2 reasons that short videos are #1 in the marketing hierarchy now. Right? They didn't used to be.
We know.
They used to be
we
like,
know what they
what do you
are.
do with these things? Just post them in your stories and hope for the best, right? But they didn't used to be. Now they are #1 for 2 reasons. Lowest ask for strangers to consume and the algorithm. So when I had around 300 followers, because I was just starting that account, I had a video that had over 50,000 views. I don't even know what it has now because it's still getting views.
The video I had that got like 200,000 hits, I think I had 100. I think I had actually I think I had like 80 followers or something. It just really took off.
And that's the other thing about the algorithm is they recycle your content versus Facebook Live. Like this Facebook Live, 3 days from now, I will not get any more comments on it, guaranteed. Unless I drive ads, which I'm probably not going to this one. But I'm going to not get comments 3 days from now. That's not the case with short videos. They recycle these things. And so I have videos.
So long format videos actually get views, you know, months or even years after they've been posted. One of the most popular videos on my YouTube channel is a video I posted in 2017, and it gets hits every single month, hundreds of them. And I don't understand because it's actually not that interesting. But long form video continues to get views even after you post it. I will find a graphic showing the average, I guess, lifespan of different kinds of social media posts, and I'll put it on the screen now. And you'll see that whether the graph I find says YouTube or says video, you'll see that that one has the longest staying power of any type of content. So yeah, your live videos, maybe not, but if they're part of a YouTube channel, they're going to get views months and even years later.
That are 6 months old that I got a comment on yesterday. It's a different world, man. This is why these are so dominating the marketing scene right now. It's pretty awesome. And Chizezi, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She says TikTokers want to be entertained. I've seen both. I've seen educational accounts do really.
I've learned a lot on TikTok. I've learned that I can store my avocados in water in the fridge and they will keep more than 2 weeks. I have some avocados in my fridge that are almost 3 weeks old and they're still rocking. I have learned a ton on TikTok.
Really well. Susie Z is one of them. My friend Kenya Kelly, she does a lot of teaching on there. She's also entertaining. She's really amazing. But I've seen, you know, I've seen education work over there. I've seen, I mean, there are in the course, I share with you some different, you know, how to search by niche. So for example, the person, I think it was Charisse, that's in travel, you don't even have to guess at this. Go to, and I would use TikTok's search engine for this because it's better. Even if you don't like TikTok or not, at least use their tools. So if you go to TikTok.
It's so funny how network marketing people, like, they know they're supposed to say to use Instagram and they're not supposed to use TikTok because TikTok has banned MLMs from using them. So that's why, like, if you ever see these trainers and they seem like disparaging yet admiring of TikTok, it's because the people that they're coaching are not technically allowed to use it for their kinds of businesses.
And you click on the bottom bar, the search button, search for travel, and just look at what are the cover images you're seeing and what are they saying. And, you know, we are now in a day and age where, you know, copying is actually encouraged, or, you know, using someone else's content and adding a little bit of your own is encouraged. I mean, they have tools to do that, duet, stitch, remix. And so, you know, 2 years ago, if I said, yeah, just go out there and copy people's videos, people were like, what are you talking about? Well, now it's actually encouraged. People say, hey, duet me or stitch me. And if you don't know what that means, you know, we do explain what that is in the course, but it's basically just taking an original video and adding something of your own. And it's very simple technology-wise.
If it's very simple, you've had 30 minutes, why not show one of the features?
Yeah, so Richard, as far as, you know, should these be opportunity videos up here, I would definitely think of them as things that raise, I would rather you think about raising curiosity than selling on these short videos. So like, how do you raise curiosity? So if you like leading with making money, maybe you're saying, hey, I was talking with one of my teammates last night and she made an extra $100 last week. And here's what she did. She posted this thing on Instagram. You know what I mean? That would work. And you know what? People would come.
Is it an income claim though? Because you're not supposed to do those either.
Away with what team? Well, what are you guys doing? How do I learn more? See, that would be very effective. Now, if you get on here and you're like, okay, it's $300 to join and it's this much a month, probably not going to convert, and probably strangers aren't going to like that, because do strangers like pitches? Most don't.
You know what strangers really don't like is when you post something and you comment and you say, oh, I sent you a DM. Okay, if you can't publicly answer my question, I do not want to hear about anything that you're selling.
Does that make sense? I hope it does. Hope it does. So Chizezi, the cool thing about, like, at least the TikTok search engine, is you no longer have to guess for any niche, really. Now, there's some stuff behind the scenes you may not get, which we cover in our course, but as far as what's working for e-commerce coaching, you actually search for it. You search for it, see what are they doing, what's getting a lot of views, you know, what seems to be getting a lot of comments, and you either take their original video and you mix in your own, or you get the idea from it and rock and roll. And that's something I covered in our free 4-video series. I talked about that. So you don't have to guess at it anymore. If you're
okay, it does look like when you go to this page that he's talking about, there is a 4-video series. But this is the first time he's mentioned a free 4-video series, right? I'm not mishearing this. He was talking about this is the last day to buy this course before the price goes up significantly. But unless the price was always 0 and we're multiplying it by 1 million for it to still be 0, now he's saying that there is a 4-part free thing. I don't know if I want to watch 4 free videos and then have him be like, oh, to get the other 4, you need to buy this. But I'm not quite sure. He said I was buying a course and now he's saying there's 4 free videos. So I'm just confused.
credit repair, if you're in insurance, if you're in, you know, fill in the blank, you now have, I guarantee you are not the first person on TikTok to do that. So use their search engine.
Use their search engine, or use search to find what hashtags they're using. I just feel like he's glossing over parts that he wouldn't have to if he just explained it better.
So Ray, covers are such a big deal, and a lot of people overlook this. So in the course, we do walk you through how to do it. It is really, really simple though. I actually use the TikTok engine to create my cover for not just TikTok, but also for Instagram Reels.
If it's so simple, why not just show us how you make a cover as part of this training? Don't understand this lack of willingness to give away anything.
It's very, very simple. It's just a screenshot. So if you pretend like you're going to upload something to TikTok, and you get to the screen where it says select cover, select the cover, you design it, screenshot it, you know, cut down the dimensions, and you can actually use that on Instagram Reels. And so really, really simple. We do show you, you know, step by step in the course, but it is really simple. All right. So I got my 11:30 coming up. I got to hop off here. I hope this was helpful. If you do want to get everything you need to know to make short videos, generate more leads, more sales, more engagement, a bigger following, check out onminuteinfluencer.com. Over $2,400 worth of bonuses and content that you're getting, and you're still today only able to get it at the launch price. Tomorrow, the price does go up, and it
What's
does
the
go up
launch
fairly
price?
substantially. And so if you have any interest in it, I would definitely grab it. And we have a 3-payment option. And so hope this was helpful to you. Feel free to share. If this was valuable, if this kind of taught you something, feel free to share this, and I will see you soon. Appreciate you. Bye. Good luck.
All right, another bait and switch. We're used to this in the Nicole Reacts videos of trainers promising something and then doing a video about something else entirely. In this case, making the case for short videos, which is fine, but why not just call it that? Why not call it why short videos are an integral part of your marketing strategy? That's what this was really about. So what did we learn from Ray Higdon? First of all, we learned that short videos are a low ask for new people. So they're something that a stranger would watch. We learned that TikTok's algorithm works differently than other social media platforms because it shows you videos you may like versus stuff necessarily from your friends. People will watch short videos as the highest part of the widest part of the sales funnel. And from there, they will go on to consume more longer form content or start having more conversations with you if they are interested. Facebook and Instagram stories, while at first were visible by strangers, are now something mostly your friends are going to watch. So treat them accordingly. And I'm not going to call this a thing, but you need to buy this course to actually learn how to do short form videos. So do I think this guy knows what he's talking about? Well, I've watched a few TikToks, right? He does seem to generally know how to use trending sounds to make videos. What I haven't seen him really do, and granted, I only watched like 50 of his videos. I didn't watch all of them, but he doesn't seem to do anything with stitches or duets or any of the interactive features to interact with other TikTok users. And it seems like he's mostly on TikTok and then uploading to Instagram without consideration of how Instagram might feel about, I don't know, copyrighted sounds or things like that. So, yeah. Do I think I know as much about TikTok as Ray Higdon? I do. And do I think I could explain it better? I do. But do I think he knows how to use TikTok? Yes. And does it seem like he understands how short form videos fit into an overall marketing funnel? It seems like he does. So I will give him that. So I will point out here that Ray Higdon, while he makes content for network marketers and courses for network marketers and, you know, makes videos about haters and things like that, that I feel like probably network marketers can identify with, he himself is not a network marketer. And you might want to ask yourself why that is. So thanks for watching Nicole Reacts. If you have a guru or a specific video you want me to react to, I hope you leave it in the comments because I'd love to see it. I just can't find all these gurus myself, although they're starting to show up in my YouTube feed from all the searches I'm doing. So that's fun. And if you think someone would like this video or this series, I hope that you do share it. There's a whole playlist of the Nicole Reacts videos on this channel. And if you click subscribe, you will see when a new one is uploaded every Friday. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.